Lovely Aries, welcome to your October 2022 Astrology Horoscope forecast. I'm Anisha. I talk everything about astrology and tarot on my channel. We have quite a fabulous October, in fact quite an intense next few months. We have a solar eclipse that is there in Taurus and Scorpio, and this is a continuation of the eclipse that started in 2019 and it's going to be finishing in 2023. Now, the main aspects around this eclipse are all about our sense of security as to what is it that makes us feel secure, because it is there in Taurus, and Taurus is all about reliability. And then it's going to be asking us about on our own psychological patterns, our own ability to transform. What is it that we consider, or how is it that we feel self-worthy, or what are the things, or who are the people, or what is the kind of work that makes us feel a sense of feeling empowered. This is really a time not to get scared or not to get worried, even though for some of us it could get slightly challenging, especially the fixed signs, that is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. And it's just a time wherein that you are being questioned, you are being asked to evaluate or re-evaluate things in your life which may have become stagnant, maybe things which are not really as close to your heart, or they do not bring you that happiness. And as cliched as it may sound, we can say that of course bills need to get paid, and happiness is really a luxury around it, but you are being asked to consider other alternate ways of making money. Maybe there are some things that you have not been considering that can, or you don't feel confident enough, or you don't feel that this is something that can give me, allow me to earn money. So this entire eclipse is going to be bringing about all those questions. It's going to be putting you in a box. It's going to making you look at things which you may find slightly uncomfortable. You don't have to be a Taurus or a Scorpio in order for this eclipse to be affecting you, because we all have Taurus in some part of our birth chart, so it would be worth your while to having a look at that. It would be fabulous if you could subscribe and like the channel and leave a comment below. It will give me not just feedback as to how the content was sounding, whether it resonated with you. It also motivates me to create more such content for you. So this entire month, the tussle between Scorpio, that is reliability, and Scorpio, which is about transformation, is going to be asking us to evolve, and it's going to be including relationships which are worth our loyalty and relationships which we need to be walking away from. And of course this applies both to our work and our personal relationships as well. Now Taurus is ruled by the abundant Venus, and it loves everything which is luxurious, which is comfortable, which also can be at times decadent, and it can make us slightly addictive if we do not check ourselves. So try not to, during this eclipse, maybe do things, or really get into a big shopping spree just to make yourself feel better. Try not to have these food or eating binges that are there. Again, if there is something emotional that you're going through in your life, and at times food, not at times, most of the times food is the greatest comfort. So try and see that you're not valuing in food your entire time. Wonderful time to be seeking therapy. In fact, I think any time is a great time to be seeking therapy. So it could be worth your while to see whether you need an extra help, whether you need that extra, whether it's a hand to hold. It would be wonderful to do that. Let me break down the month for you. On the 2nd, we have Mercury, and Mercury is going direct in your house of day-to-day chores. It is the house of your health. So for a lot of you, this is, and Mercury has been retrograded, could be that maybe there had been a slight health issue, and you could have, or even a chaotic work schedule, and you may have stopped working out. So this is a time where you will be You will be going back to your workout, you will be going back to your diet, you will be going back to your health regime, but and there are going to be a lot of conversations as well around what is it that you need to be eating, what workouts you need to be doing. But Mercury also, as chattery and as conversational the planet is, it also at times tends to exhaust us. So try and see that you're not overthinking about something, as far as especially your work is concerned. On the 9th, we have a full moon, and this is there in your own sign Aries, and it is joining Jupiter over here. So it's bringing something to a closure for you. And full moon, or lunar eclipses, especially in our own house, of self, can bring about this need to evaluate ourselves, our priorities, figure out what stays, what goes. And you may find a need to focus on yourself, and the key for you is going to be harmony, Aries, and you are being asked to blend your needs with those that of others. It can be that you would be requiring more attention, that you're seeking more validation at this point of time, but try and not be too needy. Try and respect other people's boundaries. Try and see that, what is it that the other person's perspective is. And especially when you're sharing a close space, whether it's at work or it's in personal relationships. I would say more so personal relationships, because this is the house of self. So you need to be with your partner, not just going on and on about me, that I feel so vindicated, or I feel I'm in such a stagnant place, or I feel I'm being picked upon. I think you need to be looking at your partner's perspective as well. You need to be looking at other people's perspective, and try and not bring that neediness. Don't let it overwhelm others. It's nice to have friends who can listen to us, who can hold a hand, but I think you need to be watching your boundaries, Aries, and try not to sort of get really swayed by it. New moons, and this moons are generally emotional, and because this is a full moon, it's going to be making you more emotional. You could just be feeling that, I've come so far, I've completely changed myself from the person that I was, and it could just be exaggerating your emotions, and they could be bringing it down on the surface. You could find that your surroundings also seem slightly off kilter, and because this is a full moon and full moons are about endings, it's a good, it would be worth your while to finish off or close certain things, close certain chapters and say, okay, I'm done with this. On the 7th, we have Mercury, and it's moving to your house of relationships. This is the house of your partnerships, both love as well as work. So wonderful time, lovely time. You could find that things are very smooth. You have a good understanding with your working partner. You are working well with teams. You could also have a sense that things are going quite well in your love relationships as well. On the 24th, we have Sun that moves into your house of joint finances and resources. And this is also the house of taxes, mortgages, alimony. And we already have Venus over here. So there's quite a big party happening in this house of transformation. It's a house of Scorpio, and then we have a new moon solar eclipse that is happening in this house. So a lot of transformation in this house of who brings what to the table, what is it that I mean to you, where does our intimacy stand, or if things have not been great between you and your partner as far as the bedroom is concerned, if there have been sexual issues, it would be worth your while, Aries, to seeking out a therapist. And for those of you who really think that, the therapists are just for the crazies and I'm not going to be going there, it would be worth your while to be investing, making some time out and rekindling your intimacy. And I'm not saying love, I'm talking about sexual intimacy with your partner. And there is a lot of shedding that's going to be happening with this eclipse for you, because This is a very transformative energy. It's almost like you are emerging out to be this new person, and of course, shedding off something or really releasing something which could have been a core part of us is never easy. So you are being asked to be resilient. You are being asked to embrace the new. You are being asked to be brave, to say that, yes, this is what I think is no longer working in me or has not worked. Look at the feedback that comes to you and say that, oh, so I am not maybe I think I'm this great partner at home or even at work, and I really do my bit, but why is it that nothing is coming back to me? This is a time where you are going to be acknowledging that feedback and saying that, maybe I'm being a pushover in the relationship. Maybe I need to be stepping back. I need to be seeing really things from my partner's perspective as well. This is also a house of mortgages, loans. So don't overextend yourself, if there is, and especially when luxury items are concerned, there's that, Gucci or an LV belt that is there, which, you think, I must have it. If it's not, if you can afford it comfortably, by all means, go ahead and buy it. But try not to do like an EMI on it and say, no, I really desperately need to be having it, and it's like be all and end all. Not a good thing. It is, however, in moderation, it is a good time to be picking up a loan. It is a good time to be finishing off your mortgages, your loans, your EMIs. It's a good time to be checking your reinvestment, your investments as well, and see as to how it is that you can reinvest that money. So impulse buying is an absolute no. Very sudden decisions around money, taxes, loans, big investments, buying of houses need to be thought through, and the homework needs to be done extremely careful. And at times, something which just can be refreshed with a paintbrush or can just be, put back together is much better than sort of throwing that entire piece and going and buying something new which may just not fit. So similarly, it goes for your friendships as well. We will be closing the month with Mercury, and Mercury is going to be joining and coming this big house of joint finances and who brings what to the table. And we have 4 planets over here, so there's quite a focus this entire month, and I would say in the coming months as well. As far as your joint finances are concerned, it could also impact your partner's income. So there could be some conversations around maybe how it is that he or she increase their income. Maybe, are there better ways of earning money? Maybe you need to be investing more. Maybe you need to be looking at, another job and another work. Maybe you need to be collectively be seeing as to how it is that you share your resources as well. For some of you, this also speaks about divorce or alimony. It speaks about how the money or the assets are being shared, and it would again be worth your while as to not to get into a power play at this point of time. It's just not worth the time and the money and the energy. It's way too negative. So if you are going through an ugly situation wherein money or assets needs to get divided, try and do it as cleanly as possible. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Aries. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.